rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
No, but seriously, though. You're listening to No But Seriously, though, with CJ and Dave. So cool. What were you doing during WrestleMania?
What was who doing? How about Connor Bergersen, the fucking Instagram
though, I was
superstar?
Do a nice intro. I was setting it up.
Possible Russian spy?
Probable, I would say. Hopefully.
I guess we'll never know.
Yes. How do you say your last name? Bergersen.
Bergersen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Norwegian.
Oh, really?
Sounds people think it's Jewish. I've been brought up on stage by Jewish MCs saying like, I don't know how to say this guy's last name, but it sounds Jewish like mine. And here's Connor.
And you go up and you're like, absolutely not.
Yeah, and I go up and I start singing that new Kanye song.
This is a little one I've been working on.
Yeah. Did you hear that new Kanye song?
Oh, yeah.
Brother.
Let's play it. It's crazy. I think everyone knows the words.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I feel like he stole it from Paul. Paul was singing that song years ago.
Paul's been singing that song a long time. That's crazy, man. Yeah, he's off the deep end now. I heard someone said you're not supposed to call him Kanye West anymore. Does he have a new name?
I think it's just Ye.
Okay.
Donda? Is that a thing?
That's his mom's name.
God damn it. I shouldn't try to be cool.
Already. I told him before the show, I was like, try to stay up on the pop culture stuff if you can. He was like, I don't really want to.
I think they want to call him Sunday Service now. They're calling him that. Or College Dropout.
What? That's his
that's his new name.
What?
That's his new name, College Dropout.
That's the album he made.
That's like the latest album, right?
Restart the episode.
Yeah, that's good. We're here with Connor Bergersen, dude. He said his name wrong.
Bergersen.
I was doing it like we're starting from the top.
The way I remember it is it's the opposite of hot dog daughter.
Bergersen. Wow.
There we go. Wow. Now we're fucking cooking with oil.
That's not bad.
This is a comedy podcast.
That's how I remember it, you know? You got to use those little tricks in show business.
Back in Norway, there was another guy, his worst enemy.
Hot dog daughter?
Hate that guy. With his grain crops. I don't know. What do they have in Norway?
I think it's grain crops, no?
For resources?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think they just make Helly Hansen and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was just the name of a sexy blonde chick, but it's Coates.
It is Coates.
Right. Okay.
Yes. You do get those two mixed up a lot.
I do. I like a sexy blonde chick and a Helly Hansen. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what the fuck they export. You know what I mean?
Have you been there?
No, I haven't. I've been everywhere around Norway. I went to Europe during COVID because when there was a massive virus, I was like, the best thing would probably would be to go travel around different countries, interact with people.
Yeah, sit in a plane.
And Norway was like North Korea during COVID. It was like shut down completely. I was able to do. I got the vaccine, so fucking countdown till autism. But I got.
It already hit.
Yeah, I think it's
the name of this podcast.
Yeah. And
pull up some trains, yeah.
And I got like the certificate, and then I got. You could go to Iceland with a. You couldn't go anywhere in Europe, even with a vaccine. Like even this is 2021.
It was locked down.
It was locked down. So, but you could go to Iceland. That was the only place. And then what happens in Iceland? I don't know if this is where we're trying to fucking go with the pod. I'll just rant with it. But in Iceland, you could go to Iceland with a test when you left and when you got there. And then I was in Iceland, and with Scandinavia, it's kind of like all one country, like with the EU shit.
You just fucking drive through.
So once you're in Iceland for 10 days with clean COVID tests, you can go to Sweden. So then I went to Sweden, and then they're like, if you're in Scandinavia for like 14 days, you can go to Denmark. So then I went to Denmark, and then from there I went to I just went into Europe and just started I went to Bulgaria with this chick I knew from university in BC, and then we went back to Hungary, and then I took a train to Vienna and then to Munich, and they don't check your shit.
No.
Germany was locked down too. It was like 1939 over there, and they were like,
papers, please.
Yeah. There was you couldn't fly in even with a pass, but I just took the train in, and you just fucking get off. Like, you just get on and get off. You could fucking be anybody.
They're just bringing out the old gear. Like, I'm glad we saved this stuff.
These are good trains, man.
Yeah,
you can't throw these out.
They gave me a number on my arm. They were like, this way, please.
That's crazy that they were just like willy-nilly about half the stuff. That goes to show how stupid it was.
It was.
When guys are like,
crazy.
Yes, you can go on the train.
Well, but you couldn't. I had to maneuver around.
Yeah.
I mean, but it shows how fucking they were like, you can't, but really they were like, what?
It was like the lunch off, the mask off at lunch.
Yeah, once you were in Europe, it was a write-off, dude.
What were you doing there?
What's that?
What were you doing there?
It was COVID. I was like, got cabin fever. I was like, I need to go somewhere. So I looked up where you can go, and that's where Iceland was the only place. Because Iceland is just a fucking island.
Yeah.
And you could go there. And then once I was in Iceland, I just found out a way to spread COVID around to the entire EU.
I definitely spread COVID to people.
Yeah.
I'm betting that wasn't the only thing you were spreading around, but
No, I know. I got a
Love
couple
and
calls
joy.
fucking 9 months later.
Dude, I remember going on a plane and like being one of the guys who like got bit by a zombie and pretending you're not sick. Like, like you have to cough.
Yeah,
you hold it in.
Yeah.
Just blood vessels in your eye
Yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
Definitely super spreading. It's
Yeah.
coming back. I saw somebody posted like a bunch of fucking numbers the other day. Like, oh, there's this many cases and this many deaths. I'm like, God damn, I haven't seen these numbers in a while.
Dude, I hope it comes back just to see people's like lack of giving a fuck.
Oh,
Like,
everyone being like, nah, fuck that.
I think,
no,
yeah.
I would love to see the world population just put the middle finger up to it again and
Yeah.
just be like, no.
It's my Pearl Harbor. Never again.
Yeah.
I'll never stay inside for that long again. I can't do it.
That's a really good point. Honestly, I think it's worse for us than it was for
Oh, yeah. That was actually, Pearl Harbor was kind of cool if you think about it. There's not going to be any good COVID movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Some
actually
good ass Pearl Harbor
really
movies.
good point. Yeah.
We were partying though. Connor and I sound like we were partying and you were doing nothing. You were actually like just playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I definitely was, Jack.
Were you doing comedy during COVID? Like, were you trying to
No.
do outdoor shit?
I hadn't started at that point. And
No
so I started watching it and I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I went out and bombed and was super unlikable for a long time and still am, some would say.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, exactly. But it's been good.
People
I've been
do talk about you behind your back a lot.
Yeah, I like it. I like it more when it's to my face because I love confrontation. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about you if you're a confrontation.
I
You
was
must.
kidding, by the way.
Oh well, I like the illusion that people talk about my hand behind my back. Even the thought of it.
Do I like confrontation? What are you gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you say that?
Nothing. You're just
We just like
you're
it.
just a big, handsome, confident guy, and you're
You think
always
he's
posting.
handsome?
And you're wow, look at that. Clip that. Clip that for my doctor. No, yeah, and I always see you posting you getting into bar fights in Eastern European countries. So,
Yeah, dude.
let alone getting in a bar fight in Toronto. If you're doing it out there, you got to be
Yeah.
ready to rock. Like,
Yeah,
what did he
multiple
say?
ones? Multiple
Someone
bar
translate
fights?
what that guy just fucking said.
Yeah, that they don't fuck around over there.
Oh.
They get down, and I like how they do it. In the States, I actively avoid bar fights because that's fucking just it's so stupid down there. Just how fucking things get
It's
escalated.
cops, right?
Guns and cops.
Yeah, guns
Yeah.
and cops.
It's guns
are the
and
issue.
cops and just the like violent like culture. Just you're flipping a coin whether you want to get fucking murdered. Like the worst thing you can do is win a bar fight in the fucking States because you know someone's fucking coming.
Guys
back
come
at you.
after you there.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
different there. Guys
There's all
will hunt
video
you
of
down
that
and
too,
shit.
Yeah.
But
in Eastern European countries, they're like good duel. Like they're like
no, for real. They think of it as like sport. They
That's
do it like in Russia. They they fight and it's like an honor system.
That's
they,
amazing.
They have like legit. It's old school.
But they fuck each other up pretty hard. It's like once,
Dude, so for the first night there, we got in this bar fight, and I looked over at the guy that my buddy Boomer, who gave me the tattoo, who was like kind of my main like friend that I made there, that kind of took me and introduced me, dude. And we were scrapping, and it was this big bar brawl outside of this bar, and I looked over at him, and he was doing Muay Thai. Like he was calf kicking.
practice?
Like
Oh,
he was
he's
fighting. Like,
working
he
him
was
like it's a
fighting.
round?
No, he was fighting a guy and he was calf kicking.
that's
him.
crazy.
Like he was hitting him with calf kicks and like clinch.
You have
and,
to
like,
do it.
It was fucking insane.
It's so good.
And
Yeah.
I come from just fucking like, what'd you say?
yeah. Cry punching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Got a couple cry punchers in this room right now, by the way.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and yeah, they don't fuck around. They have like they have I don't know if you've seen them on Instagram. It's huge on Instagram, but like I don't know if the algorithm gets like all the way over here. But they have like street fight organizations that are like huge. Like they have those like King of the Cage
yeah.
things.
I
that
got to
are, like,
pull my
know
phone
this.
out so it hears this conversation and pulls it up.
They have the big things where it's like 500 guys on 500 guys too.
They have those.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's like we're gonna meet and it's like a
Battles?
big battle. Yeah, and they just fight each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
They have
wear shirts or like how do you tell who's on your team?
I don't even fucking.
I don't
know.
get into it that much. I don't know.
But
Can
they
we
have like
get a 500 versus
yeah,
500
throw it
up
up
while
there.
Connor?
yeah.
Mute it though. Let's
going
mute
in.
it.
Wait, actually do actually yeah. Actually, pull that out.
There you go. Let's do that. See.
I was gonna say
Meet in open field. There you go.
600 versus 600. We undersold it.
But this
Turn
is
it down. I don't need to hear
like,
this fucking guy yapping
This
about
is
it.
Poland and everything too.
Oh, it's a wall
like
of
they-
death.
Wow.
They got boxing
Oh, they
gloves
have
on.
boxers. Some guys have headgear.
Yeah.
You got to participate in one of these on your next trip.
This is the side effect of communism right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy got
Holy
fucking knocked
Yeah,
out
dude.
immediately.
Got one shot by Team Blue.
Oh, he's kicking him when he's down. Come
I guess
on,
you kind of
can't be
pick
doing
one
that,
guy.
man.
Can you like hit a guy? Can you flank a guy?
Do you think there's more like bald people in Russia? You've been there. It seems like they're always bald and have a bunch of tattoos.
I didn't take inventory of the hair follicles, but a lot of tattoos. Yeah, they're like kind of street grunge culture is huge.
Yeah.
And you just go party with these guys? When was the last time you
Yeah.
were there?
Like 6 months ago,
And what do you do? Like you're there for how long?
I was there for like a month.
What do you do while you're there?
What do I like? What did I do? Like,
Yeah.
You're asking like I like do like I don't go there regularly.
No, but like you were there for a month.
Yeah. What did
Yeah.
I just went? I don't know. I just always wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's just such an interesting place to me.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like there's not many places you can travel to. Like, I don't like people travel all the time to like, I don't know. Like I have no interest in like going to like Italy or like I've
Bali.
seen like all the fucking Facebook albums of just
Yeah.
like, I've just,
Yeah.
and you can like, I've traveled a lot. I've been all over Europe. I've been to like different places, dude. You go there and like, you get off the plane and you're like, right on, and then it's kind of it. Like
Yeah.
it's really the same. Like the culture, like maybe like I've been to France. They smoke cigarettes while they drink coffee on the street. Cool. Like it's
Yeah.
not that
like
much
the
of like
Eiffel Tower experience. You're like, oh, it's
yeah,
sparkle.
it's not that different.
Yeah.
But like to go like the second I like got off the plane there and was just walking around, I was like, it was the first time I was like, this is what traveling should be, where it's like you go there and you're like, holy shit, this is like a crazy place.
Fuck.
And like you got to like watch
How'd
what
you
you
meet
say.
the people? How'd you meet your crew? You seem to have a pretty cool crew.
Yeah, they're fucking cool guys and they're fucking funny too.
Yeah.
Dude, like one thing I've noticed about the Russians is that like it is kind of like it's kind of like art too, where like a lot of like the best art comes from like broken places. They're a very like repressed people, and like it makes them so fucking like they have 90s early 2000s humor. Like and they don't like they are, because they don't have fucking Twitter.
Have you heard about the E-Bombs world?
Yeah.
I've seen this new website that's just come, my main man.
Yeah.
It's called the E-Bombs world.
This man goes, Numa Numa. It's very funny.
He just watches it. He's just, this is just a good song. That's just what their songs sound like.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. Have you seen Star Wars Kid?
This guy's cool.
This is actually a cool guy.
I'd fucking hang out with this guy. Yeah.
They disrespect him. I would just stab. Why does he not just stab his enemies? I don't understand.
Just challenge them to mutual combat.
Yeah, yeah.
Dumbo.
They fucking they're so funny. They have like they have like kid humor that like we grew up, and like I didn't know if they'd be like silly. Like I went because I met to your question, I met the one guy. I went and got this tattoo, and
What is it? Sorry, really quick. Is it an eagle eating?
Oh,
a
he just
snake?
wants to look at your abs, dude.
Eagle
No,
and
it's
a
pretty cool. You,
snake.
oh, let's show your huge guy.
I don't have a cool eagle eating a snake,
I'd
man.
actually rather see what's under your shirt than
If
his.
I had that cool tattoo, I would show you.
All right, everyone, tarps off. Let's go.
That's a really crumpled up eagle. No, that's
It's
sick. though.
folding into the
It's a Mad Magazine fold in.
You can actually unfold the gut and it opens its mouth.
I'll make it fly.
Oh, the eagle's hungry. He's coming to eat ya.
Yeah, I went and got this tattoo from this guy, and it was like a fucking 6-hour thing. So we were like hitting it off and stuff, and we were like, he doesn't speak English, so we're like, it was so funny to like do. You'll know this, like it's fun to do comedy in like a restricted way.
Yeah.
Where like I'm like miming things
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like translating. I'm like,
Like,
yeah, dude, because
Oh, yeah.
I FaceTimed a Russian girl friend of mine to like
Okay.
translate something, and she's a very attractive woman, very attractive Slavic Russian girl, and I had her on FaceTime so she could translate something.
How
for
much?
us.
I'll buy. No.
Yeah. And she, because we were talking about like, you know, where to put the tattoo. She was translating, and I had her face on the and I didn't. Again, it's Russia, so like everyone seems very serious. So I was like, I'm just gonna do something weird and see. I didn't know if he would like it, so I took the phone with her face on it. I didn't know if he would like this, and I was like, you know, I was a couple beers deep, and I was like, like this.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Pumping the
totally ready.
phone.
I was totally ready for him to be like,
Yeah, disrespectful.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? And dude, he was crying, laughing.
Oh, that's universal.
And I was like, oh, these guys are bros.
Making
like,
anything your dick, I don't
Phone
know
is your
what.
penis.
You could have one of those
it was-
uncontacted Amazonian tribes and take the spear and put it through your dick. They'd be like,
they love that shit.
They'd be like, yeah.
Dude, this is where I knew, like, because we were after the tattoo, we were driving with him and his friends. So it's me and three Russian guys in a car, and we're driving. They were like, we're gonna go party, like you're coming with us. And I was like, I didn't like. Two of them in the back kind of spoke English a little bit, and the guy that's driving, the guy that gave the tattoo, doesn't speak English, and he's driving fucking crazy. He's driving like in the wrong lane, like it's passing people in the opposite, like going around, driving like a fucking madman. And it's silent, and it's just me and three Russian dudes going. I don't know where we're fucking going. I might end up on a live leak fucking.
That's why I love him. He does that. So you'd be like, I'll kill myself before I do this.
I've definitely done that stuff, but I have to work myself up and be like, okay, don't be scared. Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
the
scared
same
too, though.
Yeah.
I was like, I was wondering if I was gonna end up on a fucking live leak like Osama bin Laden, like Russian version. Like we're gonna fucking.
We have the one up guy.
Yeah.
No!
Just getting killed on dash cam footage. They all have fucking dash cams over there.
yeah.
I know the amount of Russian like people at dash cams I see of just dudes getting run over, and then they get up just unscathed. They're like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm fucking walking here."
so true.
Russian Christopher Walken.
It's cool. No, I liked it.
And dude, this guy's driving crazy, and same thing. I was like, I gotta make these guys laugh because again, they might be taking me to kill me. You know,
This
and
could be your one chance.
This could be my one chance to get like, all right, this guy's all right. So I turned to the guys that kind of spoke English, and I was like, I said, and this was like a beautiful moment. I was like, you know, for a Russian guy, your friend sure drives like he's Chinese.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Maybe they don't get that reference over there that like the Chinese people in America drive like shit. Like they'd be like, what? I didn't know if they would get it. And they just fucking started dying laughing. And I was like, dude, it was a beautiful moment because I was like, literally, Russia's at war like with NATO.
Yeah.
I'm a Canadian NATO country guy.
Yeah.
Propaganda says to hate me.
Yeah.
I just showed up. I'm in the car with these guys, and just there's a language barrier and just the universal thing of just being like, dude, how about Asians fucking driving? And they're just like, dude, I know.
Like, he is.
Yeah. It was.
They
it
border.
was-
I wonder if they
they-
have a lot of Chinese drivers. In
Dude,
Russia.
they hate Chinese people in Russia because they border them.
Yeah.
And they've like
Yeah,
fought
they,
wars with them like
Yeah.
very recently.
I was when I was texting this tattoo guy on Telegram just about like when we're gonna come and stuff like that.
Is that their like WhatsApp?
They use Telegram like fucking.
It's everything.
Crazy.
It's like Twitter and WhatsApp and everything.
their whole
combined.
fucking-
Yeah.
Really?
They use Telegram like they're fucking religious with it. It's a dog shit app,
Pull
but
up
they love it.
Telegram.
You don't know what Telegram is?
No.
Oh wow, it's huge.
Is
It's
it just
it's like a
Russia?
news. You subscribe to it. It's
It's huge in Russia, but
I
yeah.
gotta be on this.
and we were texting and I said do you get many Western tourists right now? And he's like, he uses Google Translate, so it's all broken. So he says I cannot say about Western tourists because I've never seen one in my life.
Wow.
But
Damn.
and then this is the Google Translate spit this back. He goes, and then in a separate text he goes, but the fucking Chinese come here all the time.
Oh my god.
The Russian version of fuck. Where were you? Moscow?
Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Vladivostok. Vladivostok's on the far east.
Oh
so
yeah.
it's
Why
by
the
North
hell were
Korea.
you there?
It's
That's fucking the middle of nowhere,
Is it like
dude.
Kamchatka?
It's close to Kamchatka.
Do you know Vladivostok?
I'm a geography
He's like a
freakazoid.
freak, yeah.
Yeah, I know every.
So when I was in Moscow, I met this guy at a bar because he heard me speak broken Russian, and he's in English, in perfect English, with British accent, but like perfect English. He was like, "Where are you from?" And instantly, I was like,
That's
fucking-
crazy.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Fucking, where are you from?" Because there's no English people, there's no Canadians, Americans, no nothing over there right now. And I was like, "Where the fuck are you from?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm British." And we start talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I have political asylum here." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of crazy." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm on the FBI's most wanted list."
Holy shit!
And I was like, "Yeah, me too, buddy."
What's his name? Bring him up.
I posted him on my Instagram. His name's Chris Ems.
How do you spell that?
Chris and then EMMS.
Okay. What did he do?
So
Oh, FBI comes up first.
FBI.gov. Click it.
That's crazy.
What
Yeah,
the
he has the wanted post. I post this on my Instagram.
Look at his head.
I saw this guy's face.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just saw this guy
Is
at
he
a
doing
bar?
stand up right here? What is that?
He's riffing.
He's a fucking dude. So I'll tell you this. So he's like, yeah, I'm on the FBI's most wanted list, and I was like, yeah, like me too. And he's like, no, really. He's like, look me up. And so I'm in this fucking Russian bar looking this guy up. I see FBI.gov the wanted poster, and I was like, holy sheep shit. And he allegedly gave blockchain technology to North Korea.
Holy shit!
I love how you're kind of like with him. Allegedly,
You know,
for me,
he's one of the boys.
He bought me a beer. He seemed like
Yeah,
a good
he's a
guy.
great guy.
He wouldn't do that.
So he was one of the original peyniers of cryptocurrency.
Dude, I think he's doing stand up in that picture.
No, he's
talking at
he
TED
spoke-
Talk probably. Yeah.
He spoke at I went to Vladivostok with him here. I'll get to that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. So he was like 25 years old. He was in early on like Bitcoin.com. Like he was like in early. And so North Korea invited him to speak at a conference in Pyongyang. And so he was and
He's
honestly,
like, fuck it.
It's like, oh, you need some blockchain technology, do you? I got some right here.
you need to buy some rocket fuel, right?
All right,
Fucking bloody hell, mate.
governor.
What you using a Bitcoin for, mate?
Yeah. yeah. So
Nukes.
literally Kim Jong Un.
But we're not affiliated with this guy. I just want to say.
I think I am. I like him.
CJ's affiliated with him.
He is, yeah. Honestly,
this guy.
Aside from allowing Kim Jong Un to get rocket fuel away from regular currency, he is a beauty.
That's fucking
So
crazy.
good. Buying.
So he's just like he got asylum there and then he just lives there.
So, what happened was he after that. So honest, all he really did. Like he was 25. I honestly would have done the same thing. He got asked to go there and just speak about. He didn't give
Like a dossier of
actual
stuff.
like fucking
like the algorithm or
yeah.
whatever.
So when he went there, it was literally like 7 people in a room that were just like head down. Like it was a nothing conference, and he just spoke about like, yeah, Bitcoin is the thing that's coming up. It was for like an hour, and then he just left, and he was like, "Well, that's a funny story. Like I got to go to North Korea." And I would have fucking done the same probably.
Yeah.
Just for a funny story. And then he finds out that he's wanted by the FBI for breaking sanctions. And he asked the British ambassador if he could do it, and they said yes. But the U.S. sanctions, the U.S. put out an FBI warrant for him, even though he's not American.
Oh, wow.
So he went to Saudi Arabia one time, and Saudi Arabia has
like a treaty or whatever with the
what's
U.S.
it called?
Extradition.
Extradition.
Yeah.
They have extradition. So he got held in Saudi Arabia for like 8 months while the U.S. was trying to bring him stateside.
They're trying to cut a deal.
They were trying to cut a deal to bring him stateside, and they weren't getting it because he's not American. So he was in custody for 8 months in Saudi Arabia, and finally won the extradition case to not go to fucking the States. And so many people, I remember like people were messaging me being like, "Well, if he's innocent, why wouldn't he just go to trial?" Why would he go to the
Why
U.S. and
would you?
spend
You're not even
500
American. Yeah, I
fucking
get it.
grand on
Go
a
to
trial?
Guantanamo Bay for a couple months.
And
dude. Just
You're innocent. Just go to Guantanamo Bay, dude.
And,
You got nothing to hide. Just go to G-Bay.
Yeah,
So we're partying, and he's telling me, oh, and then so when he won
we're
extradition,
partying so good.
when he won extradition, I'm assuming he got reached out to by like Russian propaganda news and got him asylum into Russia because you can't extradite from Russia. So now he lives in Russia and it works for RT. And
so
course.
good.
yeah,
That's awesome.
And yeah, and he's like, no, dude, I can say whatever I want. I was like, okay. Yeah, and
I mean, he's got no reason to say good things about the U.S. anyway, so you don't have to prod the guy to say bad things.
It is kind of like a perfect storm where like he probably can say whatever he wants because what he wants to say is exactly what they want him to say.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So it is kind of like perfect storm. But
Dude, I'm shocked this guy didn't hear you talking and think like, fuck, this guy's from the CIA and he's here for me. Or like
what would they do?
FBI.
He's in with Putin. Like he's
yeah, you'd get killed. Like if you were the operative, they'd be like,
yeah, he would.
fucking
I
nuts.
bet he had someone at the door that he could just be like,
so
this guy.
sick.
Like, because you can't go to Russia and try to fucking get this guy. He's protected.
Yeah.
And so he's like, we're partying, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to Vladivostok next week to speak at the Eastern Economic Forum, which is like their financial fucking, it's big fucking conference thing. So he's like, dude, come, like we'll party in Vladivostok.
So sick.
So I took it's a 9-hour flight from Moscow.
Yeah,
Holy
dude, it's so
shit.
far.
It's a fucking massive country.
Do you know who that bald and bankrupt guy is? Have you ever heard of him?
Yep.
That guy, I've watched all his videos, and
yeah.
he took a fucking train from St. Petersburg to
Yeah,
Vladivostok.
the Siberia fucking train.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude, that's
I
crazy.
didn't even know this worked like that. That Russia goes like under China.
Well, China wants that land.
Oh,
They
really?
consider that their fucking land. So that's one of the beefs they have with Russia.
Yeah.
Is like,
Taiwan.
give this back to us. Yeah.
Wow, it's on the Sea of Japan, like right by North Korea.
So
That's crazy.
so in Vladivostok, so I made a video. I was at we went to the beach, and on the beach, zoom into Vladivostok if you can, and then out a little bit,
You in like the north
out
kind
a
of.
little, yeah, but
Up top?
okay, right there.
Okay.
So
Near
we were at the
Trudeau
beach at the South Peninsula, and across, I think you could see North Korea.
Oh, like down there. He's saying it's down there, Paul, like way down.
No, like
No,
I'm
I know
saying,
what
like
you
we
mean.
were
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and
Oh, okay,
we were
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and like if you looked across the water, I think it was North Korea.
Yeah.
Which was like cool to just be at. You're at a beach in Russia and you could see North Korea. I was
Into
like,
the
that's great.
west. Yeah.
I
you're
went
out
to
in the
South
west.
Korea and I went into like the tunnels that they built. The North Koreans, they built all these fucking tunnels down because they were going to invade South Korea, and they still do it. Like they still build these tunnels, and they want to like send all these soldiers through. So they're always looking for these tunnels with like a LiDAR and like ground penetrating radar and exploding the tunnels while the workers are digging them. It's fucking nuts.
Still to this day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they're
still trying to build all these tunnels down to invade. So I went into one that they found that they kept as like a museum, and like there's a line that you cross, and they're like, you are now in North Korea. Like you're
Yeah.
under
Oh,
North
you were
Korea
right
right now.
under the fucking DMZ.
Yeah, I went up to the DMZ and I went into North Korea, but just in this tunnel.
Yeah.
That's like it was wild.
And the tunnel is great because the South Koreans widened it out a bit for their zone. But then once you're in the OG tunnel, it's like 2.5 feet.
They're like,
tall.
no fat whites in this tunnel.
So they
this is
warn-
made for North Korean
They
soldier,
warn
no
you when
fat
you
white.
go. They're like, you're pretty fat. Like I don't know, you're pretty. Because I went
Dude.
in too. We went 2 weeks apart.
Oh, you went into that too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you went into that.
It's
Dude,
crazy.
that-
And
You got the fat white speech as well?
well,
Hey,
'cause I'm
no
a little
fat
bit
whites.
taller than you too. They're like, dude, you don't want to go down there.
Just,
And I was
I'll
like,
show you a
"Fuck off."
picture. You're good. You stay here. I'll show you a picture.
I was with a guy too who's taller and fatter than both of us.
Dude, the best is how racist Koreans are to white people. It's so fun to like be
Oh.
receiving end of racism.
Chinese.
Have you gone to Korea?
I haven't gone.
Dude, you
That's
gotta
gotta
go
be
to
on your
Korea.
list.
It's so good.
So
but Chinese, even Japanese. I've heard of people trying to move to Japan, and they're like, you can't live in Japan.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
you can't, like they don't accept you.
They
You
won't
can,
take
like,
your money.
Yeah,
they won't let you
they
rent.
don't accept you if you're white, like kind of thing like that. It's a beautiful place to visit. I'm sure South Korea as well, but like
Yeah.
Japan's a big tourist. It's one of the best places to visit. But he said if you try to like move there and get a job and get like a wife and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like you'll never be accepted.
Oh, we would go to a bar and the guy would he'd just look at me and go,
was fun.
no whites.
Dude,
Like he would
Is
just
that no whites?
He would
Dude,
say no whites.
Yeehaw!
It was crazy.
when the way that Koreans treat white people is very similar to how we or Americans treat black people,
Or used to.
or used to. Let's
Yes.
say, like if you have one in your crew,
Yeah, don't
like
say
if
we.
it's-
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, I don't think you
You know
should
what
say
I mean.
we.
It's very similar to how I treat black
Like
people.
me personally.
It's
yeah.
very similar to how me,
how 90s
Chris
media-
Bishop specifically treats black
no,
people.
no. But
Dude,
yeah,
dude, the Asians' superpower in war is just their ability to fucking dig, eh?
they're
Yeah, they
diggers.
love digging.
They love digging, dude.
They are.
Go
Bunch of
to
diggers.
Vietnam with fucking nukes and tanks, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "I'll see you underground."
They're like, dude, we got bamboo and dirt,
yeah,
and we got you.
dude, that's funny. That like North Korea, South Korea, they could literally just walk across the street and fight, but they're like, "I'll see you underground."
They hate each other too. They're like, you
course
guys
they
are
do.
the same. Like, I was just like, are you ever gonna get back together? Like, no, we hate them. It's like, you're the exact same. And then I was like, what do you think of Rocket Man?
You know,
We hate Rocket Man.
you know, Hyundai is North Korean.
Well, the guy
guy.
fled,
Yeah.
and then you saw the same Instagram thing that I saw.
No. When I was down there, they told me all about the Hyundai guy and how he's like, they hate him now because I don't know if it's him or it's whoever he gave his old factories to in North Korea, but they kept being like, okay, we'll treaty and we'll use these factories to make cars and it'll be all good. Send us some money and we'll start making the cars. And so, I don't know at one point they did, but South Korea sends the money. And then South Korea's like, okay, we're coming up to see the cars. And they're like, no, you can't come up. And they're like, why?
Clearly making
And they're like,
missiles.
we were making nukes. And they take the money back, and they're like, fuck, dude.
Dude, how about this too? And you can clip this. Dude, is there anyone more scummy in business than like Chinese, like just
Oh my God.
dude, like Chinese Koreans? Like I've heard of people trying to like do business.
We
with
got
Chinese.
fucked over by
Yeah, we
Koreans.
did.
Business,
That's
like,
why we
8
were
years
there.
ago, dude. It was for business.
Like, I've heard of like people doing business with Chinese, and I used to sell cars. I used to sell used cars. Did you ever work at a dealership?
No, I sell shit, though. I'm a sales guy, too.
So I think, you know how some countries have like mandatory military service? I think
yeah.
everyone should have to sell used cars for a year to get like to get
mandatory used car
to
salesman.
get you get a fucking like 4-year degree of what's it called, like the study of people behavior, like
Anthropology.
anthropology and like sociology, all that kind of stuff. And just like but people trying to do business with Chinese and going over there with like contracts locked in
Doesn't mean
and then
anything.
they try to like fuck them over, like at the table they do this thing where they try to pressure you with people around to be like, you can't back out now, everyone's here to do this thing, and then the contract is totally different, and people will be, and you have to make a decision on the spot to like blow it up or not, and like embarrass and like and fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah.
They do that, they like corner you.
They have such like a macho, like Asia has such a macho culture of like, you can't look weak in front of
Yes.
anybody. If you fucking
Yeah.
look weak in front of somebody,
Yeah.
they will just pounce on
And then
you.
you have to seppuku yourself or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Harikari, right?
I like how Paul's
I
just taking
cannot-
us on a fucking tour of Asia right now.
Buddy, I love Google Maps too. Fuck, that's my autistic train thing is Google Maps.
Oh, welcome to the club, my friend.
But that's why I love, like, honestly, that's one of the things why I wanted to go to Russia is because like I go on Google Maps and I'll just go to like the middle of Siberia and I'll be like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah,
Nothing.
there's something going on.
I
right
wanted to
there,
just
dude.
go to Russia and just like walk around the street and be like, what the fuck is everyone talking about over here?
That's what that bald and bankrupt guy does.
I love that guy.
He's amazing. He just literally he speaks Russian.
Fuck,
He
that's
learned
so
he
sick.
learned Russian, and then he just goes. He'll fly to like the middle of Russia and just walk around and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, what's up? What are you doing
So
today?"
good.
Yeah,
And they'll
I
be
love
like,
that.
Well, hey,
Yeah, it's
Did
crazy.
you meet the Merchant of Death?
So,
You're like,
Maybe-
cut this part.
maybe put a flag on this to maybe edit this out just because I don't know if I can blow up Chris's shit.
Wait, is that the first guy you mean? Or this? Oh, wait.
"Oh, they're like making a crew. They're like
There's
assembling a crew."
There's a group chat.
No, Chris, the FBI guy.
Yeah, I know.
Does he have a group chat with the Merchant of Death? Like, are they boys?
He was the best man at his wedding.
Oh my god.
I'm starting
So-
to think that the FBI thing is a little bit more warranted now.
So
I'm hanging out with the Merchant of Death. We're just chilling. Like
Party.
we're having a couple of
like
years.
just hanging with the Merchant of Death, man.
Hey, when he's with me, he's the Merchant of Party. Baby.
He's a merchant of cocaine and strippers.
Instead of
dog.
selling AR-15s, he's selling laughs and mirth.
Yeah. So we go to Vladivostok, and this guy, I put this up on my story. This other guy in the group chat that we had on Telegram, he's like, "Yo, heads," he goes, "Vision privet," which means hello, everyone. My friend Sergey is a bit of a character with a penchant for ordering busloads of hookers.
Oh my god.
Penchant. He's so good.
Yeah, and so we go to this strip club. Excuse me. We go to this
If
Russian
you want
strip
another
club.
beer too, what we do is we just do an
You
Ask
just-
Jeeves.
You go like
just
this.
do a little shake on your
If you need another
can,
beer.
and our producer
Are
here
you
will
that,
get you a can.
seriously?
Yeah.
You've not noticed they've done it twice?
Bro, you don't say please, thank you.
Well, we're doing a
I don't want
podcast,
to
man.
disrupt the flow. I
It-
get it.
This is part of the thing, man.
Hey, my friend, would you please mind getting me another beer? Thank you so
Hey,
much.
get a beer quicker. You're gonna look like this guy. Just looking at a picture of the Merchant of Death behind bars, like snarling
He is doing a double thumbs up in one of
with a
them.
No,
though.
huge
that dude-
Tom
dude-
Selleck mustache.
The peace sign one is the best one ever.
That's good. That's
So-
old. That big.
So before we go forward, this is the guy they traded for Brittany Griner, correct?
Yeah. So this guy,
Not a great
It
trade.
actually is.
You should have got a couple picks in the deal, I think.
so
Brittany
I,
Griner.
we're in
Future
this
considerations.
Vladivostok. Oh, sorry. So actually, this happened first. We're at the beach in Vladivostok, and Chris gets a phone call. I guess we can leave this in. Fuck it. But and Chris gets a phone call, and we're at the beach, and he points the phone to me, and it says Victor B. And I don't know nothing about I know this guy's name, but I don't.
You wouldn't make that
I wouldn't have
connection.
made that
I
connection.
would
They're not going to get in any more trouble than they're already in by talking about it.
When
too.
I
Right,
see a Victor B, I also don't go, uh-oh.
Yeah, of course. I
We don't want
thought
to drag the Merchant of Death's name through the mud.
the thing comes up and
Yeah,
just
I
says
wouldn't want to make him look like a bad guy.
Merchant of D. Who's that?
Merchant of DEA. Dot. He gets cut off.
That could
I'm
be
like,
anybody.
Hold
That could
on.
be anybody.
Wait for this to finish.
He's like, it's my fucking wife.
yeah.
And he's like, look, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? He's like, look, and he takes the phone and he walks away, and I hear him talking about they're talking for like an hour, and I'm fucking hammered at the beach. So after like 20 minutes, I forget. He comes back and he doesn't even bring it up. I forget he was even on the phone. Hours go by. We go to this strip club in East Russia. This is an Eastern Russia strip club, so it's not like fucking like, you know, it's not like the fucking Peelers fucking outside of town. Like it's a fucking. It was literally just a warehouse with no lights on the outside. I think it was just a dude's garage. But
Poles?
oh yeah. And all the security guys were just in Adidas tracksuits. It was amazing.
That's the fit. Yeah.
So we're getting lap dances, and dude, and also this, I put this up on Instagram too. This one chick had she had Vladimir Putin's face tattooed on her chest.
Oh, yeah.
With the Russian words "my master" above
Oh my
it.
God.
And
Yeah.
dude, I like, you know, I don't support the guy. And I'm not, but I love the enthusiasm. But also, I was like, "You are really killing my boner a bit." Right now.
Yeah.
This is really tough to like stay excited.
Just
looking
his
at this.
bald head in between her tits. You're like, fuck, man. It's right in the middle.
Yeah, just
She's
with
squeezing her tits together. His face is getting all fucked
yeah,
up.
smooth.
just a shitty Russian boob job. Like just
Oh.
fucking, there's just a fucking post-Soviet Union collapsed boob job.
Oh,
And
You can't come on it. You'll get in trouble.
Yeah, that's probably a war crime.
That's probably is a war crime. And
yeah.
and I remember, and I tap him, and I'm like, "Yo, who were you on the phone with that you were trying to show me?" And he was like, "Oh, that was Victor Bout." And I was like, "Victor Bout?" Like, and he was like, "Yeah, the merchant." And I was like, "You know that guy?" And he was like, "Yeah, he was the best man at my wedding." And dude, we're in this. This is the most Russian moment of the whole trip. We're in a East Russia strip club, chick with a Putin tattoo on her chest. And this guy's showing me pictures of him cutting a wedding cake with Victor Bout. And I was like, this is what traveling's about.
yeah.
This is a university degree can't teach you this right here.
You're like, I could be in Italy right now, but I'm right here getting this.
So much
People are in
better.
the south of France. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah. And was that chick? I might be making this up in my head. Didn't you? Wasn't one of these chicks like part of like Putin's harem, and like you couldn't talk to her or something? Am I thinking of someone else?
That I did?
I think you're thinking of
Oh,
Aladdin.
there was a,
I swear to God.
that I posted on my story?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Because there was one chick that I met in Moscow. She, dude, get ready to look this up. This is fucking nuts. So I met this chick in Moscow. Her name is Irene.
Irene? Arena?
Go Irene. Russia wedding Elton John.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So I meet this girl, and she's like, she's
a Russian oligarch.
Paid millions to sing at the wedding of Russian billionaire's granddaughter?
Go to National Post even. Yeah.
Daily Mail slaps. They always
So-
get the inside scoop.
So this girl, she is the daughter or granddaughter of the owner of Moscow Airport.
Irene Kogan.
Oh my
Is that
God.
it?
Yeah. And so her dad is an Israeli Russian Jew, and he's like a billionaire. He owns the airport in Moscow, and she's his granddaughter, and she's, you know, like unbelievably loaded and untouchable, and also like, yeah, she was a rocket.
Antonio Banderas just did a speech at the wedding. And said,
It was Elton.
"You are my spy kids."
I don't really know you guys, but they look nice.
So take this in. She Elton John, Mariah Carey, and yeah, like all these people performed at her wedding in Russia. And
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, she's a fucking.
Look how
smoke
unflattering this picture is, though.
Yeah,
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised the fucking
Mariah Carey looks
Israeli
good, though.
They
billionaire
haven't
didn't
pulled that
fucking-
down
didn't-
yet.
I'll kill you.
Well, the photographer was killed, but
Yeah, and so I look it up later, and I don't know if you're able to find this because I don't know how you would look it up, but there's a clip of the wedding, of her, like it's someone's videotaping her, and she goes, it's at the wedding, she's marrying this fucking prick, and she goes, I only got married to make my ex-boyfriend jealous.
oh
Damn.
my God.
And it's this like $10 million wedding, like whatever it was.
Wouldn't you be though? I would fucking kill myself.
I don't think it'd be on YouTube. Or I don't know. What
These
you're looking
fucking celebrities talk big virtue signaling game until the fucking Russian oligarchs are throwing $3 million
So
at them
true.
for a one-nighter. Then all of a sudden, hey, remember when I was Zorro?
Hey, look, I'll do the scene.
Like,
I'll do the scene in your wedding
I'll
dress.
do the fucking C on the cake.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want you to do that. No, I can fucking do it. I'm not that drunk.
He's doing the voice from the fucking Shrek cat or whatever.
Oh, Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots? Yeah. I
Oh,
don't feel anything.
Hey, I'm paying you $3 million fucking dollars. Do a fucking dance and do the Puss in Boots.
Pretend to be a cat.
Yeah, he's
Here's fucking 80 grand.
Say me out.
He's doing his best musical
Do the
numbers.
fucking lines.
Do the Puss in Boots.
So good.
Just hammered.
Honestly, I don't even think he was there. You're the only one who said he was there, and I haven't seen him in any pictures or videos.
I
I
actually
saw
don't
it said
remember-
Antonio Banderas.
You saw him?
I didn't see
It's
him.
set-
That's what I'm saying.
it's
Dude, I'm
set
telling
in
you,
the
I don't
article.
think he was there. You're
I
just,
actually don't remember
Said it.
seeing that.
he wasn't there.
Maybe that's just my dream.
Pull up the speech.
No, it's in there.
Yeah, he was there. Okay.
Oh, click,
It's right there.
go to the right. Go to the right. Go,
Yeah.
left.
Right?
Boom. Click.
That's
click
Mark
that one.
Ronson.
I know, but that might be one of the clips of her
I
saying
only
the thing.
married him
Oh.
to get back at my
Yes.
ex-boyfriend.
You're
who
right.
I am
Yep.
back with now.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
dude,
Is
take
her
that
handle
in.
Gosh Satan?
There is a lot of Satanism over there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're into like black metal and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's cold here.
did you go to any metalcore shows out there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
I saw can you pull up my Instagram?
Man, one of my favorite bands is Russian. They're called Life on Venus. They're like a shoegaze metal band.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking awesome.
Didn't they come here recently? You wanted to go?
No, that was a French band.
Oh, different.
If
gay
it's
band.
too much to pull up
Yeah.
Instagram, I know Instagram desktop is fucking brutal, so don't worry about it.
Just type in his name, man. You remember?
Actually,
it?
just go Instagram Connor Bergersen.
Connor,
Yeah.
hot dog daughter.
Hot dog daughter.
Do it.
You can use that if you want. You don't. I don't own that.
You know what, brother? I think that one's all you.
So good. Hey, you can keep that little piece of gold.
How many followers do you have now? Damn, you have a lot of fucking followers. You work hard on this, eh?
No.
You just post and they
He's-
fucking come now.
He's pretty smooth with it. The other day he was just posting stories. And
yeah,
what did some guy DM you being like?
Oh, that's
this
the
should be a
FBI guy.
reel.
That's the FBI guy.
Whoa.
wow.
Go to the right, left. There you go.
Damn. You have a lot of
And-
followers.
Oh no way.
Fuck that.
Well, I put a clip in there.
Yeah, because I saw that pic of you with the dude with the guns with the Madball shirt. I was like,
Fucking-
That's hard as fuck. The Madball.
Yeah,
that
that's what
guy
I said.
looks like
Literally.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
I think word for word I go, Madball shirt in Russia goes hard. Or something like that.
No, they fuck with terror. They have.
Do you want to log in? Do you have?
I don't even know what my login is.
honestly, it's okay. I'll literally just show you. Like, I'll just show you a clip. It doesn't. We don't have
Yeah,
to, like, have
I'll
on
put
the
it
pod.
over the thing.
I'll send it to you so you have it. But
Oh fuck.
Let's look at Paul's For You page. Oh, that's in Russia.
Where is this?
It's a lot of wrestling.
That looks interesting. It looks like somewhere I would not want to be.
Who is this to?
so
They're sick.
dude, so take this in. I'll show you this. Keep this off the mic. don't say into the mic what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Okay. Mute it. The mics will pick it up.
Sorry guys. I don't mean to give you a dead space to cut.
No,
but-
you're okay.
Honestly, too, it's a pretty new podcast, so we're thankful for everyone listening. We can
Yeah,
take
we
your
are.
likes, we could take your subscribes if you made it
Like
this
and
far.
subscribe at Connor Bergersen on Instagram and all platforms.
It's a beheading video.
Connor's beheading someone. I can't see. Oh, it looks enjoyable.
Is it what I think?
They're
it is?
bonding together and watching a video
That's
without
very,
me.
very Russian. Let's just say it's a very Russian video.
Oh, it could be so many things.
Yeah, feel free to fill your mind. Is it a guy doing crocodile in the pit? Is it a woman being sold for cash?
So that was a terrifying moment.
That is intense. It's funny when you get culture shock and like because you hear
Culture
about
shock's
it.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because I was in this it was this warehouse Russian metal show, and then that started happening, and I was like I have to I was like, oh, I'm in it now.
now I'm complicit.
Yeah,
You just
I mean-
Google your name and FBI fucking thing comes
Yeah.
up. You're like, no.
and I was just like, I'm here.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I can't turn around and beeline because then people will be like, What's wrong?
Yeah. If you get an influencer invite to go to Pyongyang, are you gonna take it now?
So take
That's
this
my
in.
question.
I'm doing a
shit.
marathon in Pyongyang.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
man.
So you're going.
Look up the North Korea marathon
So wait, when is this?
next April.
So is it locked in?
It's literally day by day. It can close and
For
not-
sure,
and not
yeah, no,
happen.
for sure.
Because
You
right now
get sent
tourism's
your fucking thing. It's just number 1. You're like, am I the only guy?
number 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
1.
They're like,
They're all
yeah.
too
No,
weak.
dude. They're like, we're doing a marathon. Come over.
yeah.
Just don't tear down any propaganda posters. Don't become
Otto
the next
Warm
Otto
Beer.
Warm Beer.
Where did you get?
What a fucking bozo. Though,
That's
right?
crazy.
Where did you get this invite?
I didn't get an invite. Another content creator I seen had like posted it, and I was like, "Yo, is this a thing you can do?" And they were like, "Yeah, you got to hit up this company, like put your name on,
That's
and
fucking
like."
sick.
So they have a marathon in North Korea in Pyongyang, and
Whoa.
I've seen videos of it, and like it's fucking 42 whatever kilometers. So you are like
Yeah.
running like through like you're because I always wanted to go to North Korea. But I don't want to do the tour of that everyone.
The fake grocery
But that's like the only way to do it, though. No.
That's what I thought.
This is awesome. Like, for the next 20 kilometers, don't look right. Like,
Well,
don't fucking
you
look
have to
right.
wear a
But
neck
I-
brace.
But I've seen videos of people running it, and they're in the middle of nowhere with no one around them.
That's
like
fucking
they
crazy.
could take off into the fucking mountains if they wanted to.
This is the only guy who broke into North Korea. Everyone's trying to fucking get out.
Yeah, yeah, dude. How offensive is it to the North Koreans?
Oh,
to see,
yeah.
like just all these white people.
Just a
come-
well-fed white guy. They're
Oh, yeah.
starving.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. No, dude. Shout out to the North Koreans.
I have North Korean wine upstairs. They made
Really?
Yes. So there was for 6 years or something. There was a train station that was right on the border
yeah.
that would bring in some. They were trying to make like a peace offering to the North Koreans, and you could buy North Korean goods. And I went into this place and I bought a bottle of wine, and it's the shittiest looking wine of all time. I'll show you before you leave. I should bring it down here.
It's
Yeah.
funny when you see these pictures because it looks like the 80s, but it's probably last year.
yeah.
Do you know the largest
That
wrestling
says
show of all
2025.
time was in North Korea?
Really?
Yeah, of all time, Ric Flair.
Are you a wrestling fan at all?
I'm not.
Ric
These
Flair
guys-
wrestled
I'm like
in front of
I'm a
North
like
Korea.
I'm a wrestling fan, but not like a WWE.
Yeah,
fan.
they'll
Yeah.
be like, "They remember when Ric Flair did his?"
Well, it was the
pull
biggest
out?" Or
wrestling
whatever.
show of all time, and fucking they brought a bunch of
Dude,
people in and made them
that
watch
is
it.
the Russians were the same way. The Russians were pretty caught up. I was surprisingly in like pop culture stuff, but it is funny to see places that are like not ahead of like internet stuff. They love older like. It's not surprising that North Koreans like the one thing that like resonates with them and like got through the mesh is they're like that Ric Flair guy. He goes like, "Woo!" They're like, we love that over here. It's
just
like,
meet
it's
a
like,
North
do you guys
Korean who
know
goes,
like, do you guys
"Woo."
know like rap? Do you guys know like new movies? They're like, no, we love Ric Flair.
Like
That's
Hulk
amazing.
Hogan. Like,
yeah. They're-
I love that he just invented. Why don't I just go woo? And it's
great
like
gimmick.
that's your thing. It's just like partying with
one of the
people.
best ever.
I think I'm gonna make my job getting super fucked up at bars and going woo in people's
Oh,
faces.
I wish that could be my job.
It's
I'm working
amazing.
on
He made it. He just made that up. I'm
it.
just
You
gonna do
kind of
that.
have that as a job right now, even actually.
What?
Going to bars, getting fucked up, and saying "woo."
Nah, I'm not like a I would like to do more travel stuff, and that's the thing I wanted to go. I want to go back to Russia because I'm learning Russian as well. I'm almost fucking.
That's crazy.
I'm almost fucking. I'm not fluent. It takes years, but I can like have full conversations because I want to go back this year because when I went there this time, I wanted to obviously do like documentary stuff.
Yeah.
But with the war right now, you can't exactly like pull out your phone
Yeah.
and like ask people like what like you can't be like what
What
do you think
of the
about
war?
the war?
Yeah.
Chernobyl.
Because like they spoke openly about the war to me, but in private, but like in public, you never know who's listening.
There's
Yeah.
laws against speaking out against the war there. Like you
Yeah, you
can't
can't.
say like it's bad. Yeah.
Even
like talking
even when
about
the
it.
war first started, they for the first like 3 weeks, you couldn't call it a war. You had to call it a special military operation. And
SMO.
if you called it a war, it was that's a crime.
Wow.
And so a lot of the guys, I went to the metal show with, I had a moment where I like asked because I didn't want to put them in a spot where they felt I didn't want to put anyone on the spot. But I had a moment where I was like, dude, we're at this metal show. We're all fucking hammered. Everyone's partying. I was like, I was like, hey, like, oh, I remember because one of them was like, he was in broken English. He's like, this was so funny. He goes, you have Canada, you have liberty.
So good.
And I was like,
So good.
and I
Such
was
a
like,
good word.
and I was
Doesn't
like,
translate
there's
into our
no word
language.
for
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, brother,
How you
the
say
whole
it.
give me liberty or give me death thing, like it happened like a while ago.
We got it.
We got it. And he's like, wow. And I asked, I was like, honest, like, be honest with me, like, can you guys like say what you want and stuff? Like, can you guys do it? And he's like, honestly, no. And he's like, a lot of them have criminal records because they, do you guys know who Navalny is?
Yeah.
So a lot of them protested the Navalny death because Navalny was a political opposition of Putin. Do you know this?
Yes, the guy they killed him on a
Alex
plane,
Navalny.
right?
I think
Didn't
they
they-
tried to get him on a plane, and then they ended up imprisoning him, and then he died in prison.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they
That's what
tried to.
Oh
get
yeah,
him.
they poisoned him, and he was like, "I fucking live," didn't he?
Something like that. And but he ended up dying in Russian custody. And there's like clips where like reporters asked, dude, this is funny. They asked Putin, like Western reporters, to be like, Navalny died in your prison. Like, what do you have to say about that? And Putin was like, things happened. Like, it wasn't me. Like, and Putin was like, it's not the first person to die in custody. Like, yeah, it happens.
It's very
People
Trump
just get
energy.
poisoned with nerve agents. You know,
They
it
die
happens
in
every day.
prison. Like
Yeah.
it's very.
What if a bomb dropped on your head?
That's it. That was the best. Anything could happen. That was the best.
He's like, what? What are you saying? What? Anything can happen. What if a bomb dropped on your head?
That was the fucking best.
Yeah, and so a lot of them have criminal records because they protested that, and it's illegal to protest there. You can't do that. So I think some of them. I remember one of the guys I was at the metal show with. He ended up doing like I think a week in prison and has a criminal record because he was protesting the Navalny
Wow.
death. So you can't you can't just like do that. But in private, of course, they told me everything they wanted to say. But there was an element of like if you're out in public, like lock the fuck in a little
It's
bit.
like talking about immigration here. Same thing.
But
You're
the
with-
government
you're with
doesn't
your
come after
boys,
you. The
you know, we
government
talked
doesn't
about
come
what we
after
could.
The great replacement theory, bro.
Okay, I don't know if I'll hard five it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Russia is so cool.
I would
Russia
like
is
to
so
go there.
fucking cool.
I gotta
man.
go now.
And it's cool. It's cool. It's like because obviously like I don't agree with like how it's politically run,
Please.
but like it is a little bit like visiting it was so nice because it was so like it was kind of like going to your friend's house as a kid that had like an abusive strict dad. Like
Yeah.
dude, the house is clean. The wife makes dinner on time. No one's like screaming.
no one's up.
Like, dude, there's no one like on the
Homeless people
there's
doing
there's no
fentanyl.
one. Yeah, there's no one on the corner being like, "What the fuck?" Like, there's
Yeah.
none. Like, everyone's just
crocodile action.
some what?
Like you know the drug they do? They like inject it in their toes or something. Crocodile, it's called.
Never didn't hear about it.
No, okay. I mean, it might be 2009.
You go to a
Vice.
movie and nobody's going, don't go in there. He in there. He in the back. He in that closet. He looking. Just like if you go to Russia, they're not going to do that.
Oh, if I just asked him something random, yeah.
No, like if you're watching a movie and then somebody's
Yeah.
finding you, don't go in that closet. He hiding. He got a knife. I seen him go in there. I seen him go in that closet. And you're like, just like,
Are you
just like,
trying to say
You
there's-
was with him the whole time.
I mean, I'm just watching the movie.
Are you trying-
Uh-uh.
Are you trying to say there's no black women in Russia?
Yes. Yes.
Now I understand.
If you go in that closet, he looking. I seen him go in there 10 minutes ago.
Dude, it's nice. It's nice. It's
a
nice.
funny thing to say.
It's nice to go.
Chris is like, there aren't. I don't understand. I'm lost.
There's
here.
one in
Yeah.
Pakistan.
CJ, sorry.
We know.
No, we do
it's
know the one.
it's nice to go on like the public transit and there's no like Bluetooth speakers. You know.
That's crazy. Yeah.
My wife was
dude,
like, don't do racist material
Don't
on this
code
show,
switch.
whatever you do. I was like, I can code switch though, right?
Yeah,
She's
that's
like,
fine.
yes, but I don't know what that is.
I don't think that's racist. That's
It's not. It's a fucking cultural touchstone.
I agree.
Is it not?
I agree.
Well, maybe that's a good time to end it.
What were you saying that thing about the superior race before we started?
Yeah, we were talking about NASCAR.
The superior race has got to be the Daytona 500.
Yeah, that's the one I'd pick because
yeah.
it has the most white drivers.
Yeah, it's a fucking cool place, man. And like I was saying, they're funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and just they have old humor. Like, again, some people won't find this funny, but like we went out to the first bar after the tattoo. Me and three guys ended up meeting with a lot of their friends, and I was meeting all these people, all these Russians, and everyone was like, dude, everyone was like pulling me by the arm to like show me things about, because they don't get any Western tourists.
Yeah.
I wrote, did you read the thing I wrote on Instagram?
Yeah, I went through your whole post with like about how nice they were and everything.
And like, dude, they would pull me everywhere because they never get Western tourists. They never like have anyone to show anything to.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. It's just
It's like when a black guy goes to China, they're like, please let me touch your hair.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
when my big fat white buddy goes to China, they're always like, hold my baby and I'll take a picture.
They
Yeah.
make
So my buddy has so many pictures of him holding Chinese babies.
because it's good luck.
Yeah.
If a
Yeah.
gaijin holds your baby, it's good luck.
That's
Yeah.
Japanese.
Whatever. You know,
Same thing, right?
that, they
Just
got
say
a
white
word.
border.
The Chinese gaijin word, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, they have like old humor about like, I met this one Russian friend of theirs, and just instantly like the tattoo guy that doesn't speak English. I was meeting this guy, and he's like typing on translate, and then he puts the phone in between our faces to me, and the translate said, "Watch out for this one. He's super gay." and I was like, again, some people won't find that funny, like, but it's like bro humor. But I was like, oh, these guys are fucking hilarious.
It cuts so deep when it's through two languages. You're
yeah, like
oh.
he put into the translate,
And then you're like, you start doing gay
I
stuff.
looked at him,
like,
they're like,
yeah, exactly. It's like that's how you make friends. You know?
these fellows are good, eh?
Yeah. Do you want to take it back home?
No.
Are those
You
the ones
can,
I
that's-
brought you from Europe?
No, you brought me 10 milligrammers, which I gave to my electrician because I couldn't do those.
But yeah, dude, I don't know if we recorded this on the pod. They have like 200 milligrams over there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild,
That
dude.
is, I would love to hear more about that because I have a 4 in. Oh, I put a 7 in as well. I'm rocking 11. Pretty good. Why don't you put one in? No, don't. But they
we're about
do
to
go-
end. I should do it at the beginning of a podcast.
Yeah, we'll do
sometime.
it at the next one. But I did a 45 once and went nonverbal.
Did you have to take it out right away?
Yeah, I took it out and then you come back to reality.
You come back quick, but it hits you quick too.
I've only
Yeah.
done it when I'm drinking. The Zins, I've only done them when I'm drinking.
But that's the thing. Zins are only 6.
Oh.
No, they go up. I think they go to 9 and 12 even now.
Oh well, still they have
But
fucking
that
200.
200 is insane. I mean, I wouldn't.
200 is
nicotine
so.
pouch,
So
yeah.
I had a buddy that did a 70 or an 80, and he's a big he's been dipping like actual chew since he was like 12, and is on nicotine pouches. Like literally has one in all like when he wakes up and just cycles through like does probably 10 a day.
Heavy.
And he put in like whatever that was, a 70 or an 80, and you know he does 15 milligram White Fox.
Yeah.
I think they're 15. So like a pretty heavy for our standard.
They have
And-
like a big medical alert on them, like more than a normal one. They're
Yeah.
like, this is heavy duty
Doesn't
shit.
it raise your IQ temporarily? That's what I was told.
Yes.
Is that true?
I
I'm
believe-
talking to you.
Yeah,
I don't know,
sorry.
I don't know. I
I'm the
feel
one who
pretty
told.
fucking dumb right now.
I'm the one who told you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were the one who told me that's
Yeah,
not fucking
that
true.
it
then.
is true. It is true. 100%. Temporarily raise your IQ makes you more alert.
What? How many milligrams do cops take before they hit their wife?
Oh, probably 6.
Just, dude, how many
Look up-
percentage of
look-
cops fucking take these things?
Look
It's
up
got to
what-
be
Look up how many
85%.
milligrams Derek Chauvin took.
Yeah, he had a couple in him.
I'm looking for a Derek Chauvin dose.
He couldn't get off because he's like, oh, I dropped my upper decker. He's just looking for it the whole time.
Upper decker.
That's why he was kneeling down.
Yeah, he's looking around.
all right, boys,
Well, that was good.
all right, boys.
That was a good podcast. Oh man, it took me 9 minutes to find this in. Sorry, dude. Dude. Okay, guys.
Oh, found it.
No, but seriously, that was a miscarriage of justice.
No, but seriously though.
No, but seriously, though.
Oh, that was awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Dude, Connor
Thanks for
Bergersen
having me on. I think
Are we
that's
good?
it. I think
at
that's
Connor
awesome.
Bergersen on Instagram and
Yeah, and TikTok.
Yep.
He's all over. Where are you going next? What do you got going on? Anything cool?
Kabul, Afghanistan.
oh yeah, I had a feeling.
where are you performing there?
Rick's Bar and Grill.
I'm performing at the tent.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out
That's
working on all the
crazy.
military gear that they all left there.
Do you know how to fly a Black Hawk? We don't have anybody who knows how to fucking fly this thing.
Dude, they're sitting on billions of dollars of U.S. military equipment.
So
They're just
good.
looking for someone that speaks English.
Yeah, you're gonna just be training them how to do jumping jacks. Have you ever
dude,
seen that video
Dude,
of the Taliban doing
dude, if
jumping
you look
jacks?
up Taliban military training, I don't mean to make you do this right now.
It's
but
the
dude,
best.
They're just climbing monkey walls.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
actually going to Kabul?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I thought
Yeah.
you were
So
joking.
now that the Taliban runs it, they
They invited them.
you can. It's essentially easier to go there now because now it's not a war zone.
Wow.
Technically.
You
It's
should
actually
just
kinda-
film those videos like Kurt Kaz and those guys are walking around fucking talking. You know who I'm talking about,
Oh
right?
yeah.
You know those videos?
Have you ever met or you ever heard of Kurt Kaz?
You just turn the video on, and I'm not going to tell you what to do because obviously you're fucking successful, but you know, you just fucking walk around with a phone and like talk to people. I watch them all the time. Kurt Kaz is crazy.
Yeah, I do want to do that. I couldn't really do it for Russia just because I wanted to get a vibe of like, I didn't want to go there. Also, too, like when you go to Russia, like it was a fucking like 2-hour thing at the border. Like they search everything.
Yeah.
They search your phone.
Damn.
They interrogate you. They pulled me into a room. Like I remember I walked up to the. I don't mean to keep going.
No, we're chill.
No, we're cool. We're having
But
fun.
we'll wrap it up. But when you get to the airport at Russia, there's a line that says like Russian passports, and then there's another line that just has a globe on it for like other. And everyone from the plane obviously went to the Russian passports, and I was the only fucking asshole. in the
Wow,
other.
really?
And I was waiting in line on the other one, and everyone was just staring at me, and I could tell. Like I would like look back, and I could look back, and I could tell they were like probably being like, "Look at this fucking idiot! Like this guy's gonna get fucked."
That's crazy.
And I walk up and I give my passport to it was a lady. And I was kind of like, oh, nice, it's a lady. Maybe I can kind of like,
schmoozer.
yeah. I was kind of be like, how you doing, my love? And dude, she like looks at the Canadian. She goes, sit.
Oh,
And I was just like, oh fuck. And they like pulled me aside. They taught. They're like, I remember they were like, what does your dad do in the military? And I was like, he's not in the military. And they'd be like, okay. And they'd be like, what are you doing?
oh,
here?
they're trying to bait you.
Yeah, they'd be like, what are you doing here? And I'd be like, I'm just here to see what's up. And they're like, okay, but why? And then like after a few questions, they'd be like, so what branch of the military was your father in? And I was like, it took everything in me. And mind you, they have my phone the whole time. And I'm a fucking TikTok kid. Like 10 minutes without even this podcast, I'm like, fuck, I want to scroll TikTok. Like after being in this interrogation room for like an hour, I was like, dude, I'll go home. Like just give me back my fucking phone, please. And like, I took everything in me not to be like, guys, I know this is your job, but I swear to God, I'm not the guy. Like I wanted to be like, I'm just here to get fucked up,
Here for beers.
maybe catch an STD.
Yeah.
But just play, like I'm not, like you're wasting your time right now. I'm not the fucking guy. And they're like, so what are you doing here?
So good, man. That's crazy. But they let you out fucking willy nilly. You're good.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Are you gonna go back?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm learning Russian, so I can go back and talk to people. I would like to go into Siberia, and I'd like to go because I met a lot of people there, and they're like, if you come back, we'll go to like the dacha.
Hell
the
yeah.
the dacha like is like their Russian like farmhouse thing.
Yeah.
And you can go into like Siberia. They're like, dude, come with us. Like, and I'd like to talk to like some older people who grew up in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And, like talk to them about like what they think about I want to see what they think about like the world and about like us. You know.
How about getting out? Was that fine?
I was kind of panicking Skywalker because you're supposed to track when you get your visa, you have to submit everywhere you're gonna go.
Like a fucking mileage log.
Yes,
That's crazy.
and so and when you go to a hotel, you have to report it to the police, to the local police. You have to report to that there's a foreigner there, and so I went to the hotel and I checked into the first one and I was translating. I was like, do you handle? I'm like, 'cause I don't know what to do. I'm like, do you handle like the cop thing? Like the like, and translating, like I had to open up a Russian bank account because of sanctions.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't use your credit card there. So like the first day there, I was like I was at a Russian bank trying to open up a bank account, translating through a fucking window of being like, I need to open a bank, and then like the translate doesn't get it right. So then they'd like the thing that they would type back, they'd be like, lick your asshole and cough.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, no, like redo it. And it took fucking forever, just shit like that. And so anyways, I like at the hotel, I was like in the trans, I was like, do you handle this? Like, do you tell the cops I'm here? And they were like, yes. And then when I went to St. Petersburg on the last city, they were like, the hotel was like, where's your cop thing, whatever. And I was like, I don't have it. They're like, oh, and they were like, you're fucked.
Oh my god.
So the
that'd be
last
so
few days of
scary.
St. Petersburg, I was kind of just enjoying it, being like, when I leave, I'm probably done.
You're cooked.
So I went to when I left, I was kind of panicking, being like, because I didn't do like the cop thing, and I went and to the border, and they were like, where's the thing? And I was like, I don't have it. And he was just like, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
so
it's
And I was
so
just
good.
like,
I love a lazy guy.
I love a
It's the
lazy
best.
guy.
It's the
I
key.
love a lazy guy.
he could have just let out the last FBI operative.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
fuck it, go.
You're lucky I'm fucking lazy and drunk.
Yeah, he's smoking like Russian cigarettes. He's like,
so good.
just go, just go, just go.
That was sick. Well,
Yeah,
thank you, brother.
That was
again.
fucking
Thanks,
awesome,
guys.
man.
Thanks
Appreciate
so
it,
much
man.
for coming on.
Cheers.
All right. Peace.
That was awesome.
That was fun. That was a good one.